Welcome back. You're still watching Nile Cruise, and moving now to another interesting segment. We'll be speaking about, the symbol of diving and how diving would help the tourism from another side in Egypt and positioning Egypt worldwide. So we're joined today with Walaa Hafez. He's a record holder for scuba diving. I'd like to thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Quentin.
Really glad to have you, and I like, the fact that you have been working on several aspects in terms of symbolizing how the relation of diving and tourism and trying to support Egypt some way or another. We'll be speaking more about your achievements, so let's start with that first. You formally held a Guinness record in the longest period of diving. We also have an Egyptian record holder who's having the deepest dive, so it's really proud that you guys are really working hard to represent Egypt worldwide.
Yeah, welcome. It's really nice to have you, Walaa. And let me start off first. You had the longest dive in the Suez Canal?
The longest distance dive.
For how many hours? 13 hours, or correct me?
No, it depends on distance, and in the less time. It's depends on distance.
So the longest distance and the shortest time.
The shortest time, yeah.
Okay, and how did tell me, if you can explain to our viewers, how did this idea come up of you deciding to go to the Suez Canal along with the inauguration and all of the celebrations? What brought the idea to you?
When I break the first record from the longest scuba dive underwater for 51 hours and 24 minutes 13 seconds, I already work as a Suez Canal as a pilot, a marine pilot.
Okay.
So I went to Mr.
So you're originally a marine pilot, so that's where the idea.
So I went to the president of Suez Canal, Mr. Mohammed,
yeah.
And I spoke with him about that I need to do something through this festival of the Suez Canal.
Yeah.
And he told me, okay, so you can tell me what you want to do. I told him I can dive for in the 35 kilometer for the new Suez Canal, which is dragged from sand to water.
Yeah.
So he told me, okay, this is a nice idea. Go ahead, start to do it. So I started to do it, and I did 55 kilometers underwater in 13 hours and a half. That's all.
And you're aiming to have this as a world record.
Yeah.
How is this going to be happening, and why is it a world record? Is it related to the long distance, or is it related to the Suez Canal? Because this is, yes, unprecedented to have someone, moving and diving in the Suez Canal.
I tried to make applications that it's the first dive and the last dive. It's really the last dive to be done in the Suez Canal, because when it starts to walk, all the vessels will start to move, or the ship.
No one
can dive while big ship with a big propeller and this stuff to dive underwater in this situation, because it would be so dangerous.
So this could be a record by itself?
Yeah, it must be a record by itself.
Because no one
but it is
ever...
the first and the last dive in Suez Canal.
Yes. That's interesting. And how was, because working there, how was the legal papers done? Because to dive in the Suez Canal, definitely that needs a lot of permissions.
A lot of
permits. Of course. It was so difficult to get these permissions, security permissions especially. Like I told the president of Suez Canal, Mr. Mohab, he told Captain Mohab Manish, he told me, do it, and I will finish all this. And already I didn't put myself in this situation at all. All the agreements come from me, like and approvals from the security. It comes so easy without putting myself in this at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was so easy.
Tell me, now, as we're told, you're in the Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah, I was.
Can you explain to me for which event exactly? Is it like an open saltwater dive?
Open saltwater dive.
What is it, if you can tell us?
It's the longest scuba open water dive for male.
Okay.
Because there is male and female.
Where was that held?
It was held at Hurghada. It's a place called Sharm el-Naqa.
All right.
Okay.
And it's actually been in the Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah, it's already have been because it's already cracked now. There is a Turkish diver breaks the record from 1 week.
Oh, so it was before, last week.
And then now start to get the
regain it again.
Yeah, regain it again. But he make it.
When was that event?
2 hours.
When was that? How many years or weeks, or when was it?
My record?
Yes, your record.
It's 4th of 6. So from about 3 months. 2 months.
Okay, so it's quite recent.
Yeah, and I was making this record when I did this record, there is a lot of people. This record was from 2013. Nobody think about it.
How long was it?
It was 51 hours, 24 minutes, 13 seconds.
And the broken record today?
They broke in 62 hours.
62 hours?
Yeah, but
So you
if you
have to
saw what they did for him underwater,
That's a gap.
yeah, it's a gap in the hours, and
So
gap
you're
also
gonna-
in the equipment he used.
Of course.
He used the stuff. You can't imagine how the suit and the
Yeah,
heating
we're going to go
system
into
and
this, yes.
it
that's-
was like
Yeah.
what this what. Okay, let him take my stuff and do this at the same time. I don't think they can do it.
Maybe you,
Because it
you
was-
guys can do a challenge or something. You know?
he sent for me a message on my Facebook. I congratulate him and I thank him that he did this. And so he told me, okay, this is began the fight between you and me. He liked fight. It's not challenge. He said
wow.
fight.
That's
I
quite...
said, okay, I'm ready for this fight, no problem. I was so gentle with him. I'm trying to make him to come dive with me in Egypt here because
Where
I
is
want.
he from?
With
Turkey?
the same
Or he's
equipment.
Turkish?
You guys should do it with the same equipment.
I told him like this. I told him we can come to Egypt and we make the same event and we stay in the same water, in the same place, and we see who can stay more. And he told me, no, I already made now 62 hours. You have to break this record first, and then we speak. I told him, no problem. I will do it. Then
This
we.
is quite
this is
interesting.
quite- yeah.
I love this
I love this.
That's a competition.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah, because competitive people really like, the way the attitude itself is good. And
Yeah.
it's good from him because he
You
also
like this
wants
challenge?
you
Yeah, yeah.
to challenge him.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
So he makes me
provoking
more
you.
want to make this challenge, and I'm.
But I think it's all about technology here because
Of course.
a gap of 11 hours means that this guy was really equipped
Yes,
to do
that's
so.
right.
And the oxygen levels and how he maintained this is like
He make a
almost
platform
Yeah,
underwater,
it's-
platform underwater to
62
stay.
hours is like
Just wondering,
How long
how do you
does,
manage to eat or drink or sleep?
3 days.
Yeah, how can you tell us that?
look,
Because that's very intriguing.
all
How
the-
can you stay underwater
Yeah, I
for
will tell
that
you.
long?
This record, old people before depend on the camel bag. It's bag, closed bag with a tube, and he's used to drink from straight through this tube and just sucking the liquid inside.
So it's all the liquid. That's
This
what
is
you
all
live
liquid
on
heavy.
through the
I
3
did
days.
it with the other way. I eat,
How did you?
drink from the bottle, eat normally banana, apple.
How? Oh, really?
Yeah, I did it already. You can,
Underwater.
if there is video or something, you can see.
they're
it.
already like showing your
They're
video
showing your video.
preparations.
So you see this, I did it normally. This is another record because nobody eat normally underwater. And also boiled egg, I eat it. I
Boiled
eat normally.
eggs.
You
Yeah,
boiled
boiled
eggs?
eggs, yeah. So I eat so normally
That's
underwater.
interesting.
Not like
I think
they
the
did in
fish was envying you.
What?
The fish was envying you, definitely.
The
Fish could have
live
eaten your
fish come
food.
eat from me the banana. They like the banana so much. When I get out the banana, they come start to play with me. Yeah, that's right.
You have to tell us about the experience because for you, I know for the Turkish guy who had the record, that's 62 hours, that's almost like 3 days.
Yeah, yeah.
And
almost 3
for
days.
you, it's more than 2 days.
2 days
under
and
the water.
4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, and a few hours. So tell us about the experience, living for 2 full days, sleeping, waking up.
Look, for my dive, it was depending only on patient. How to have the patient and how to control your body to don't lose the
Momentum.
yeah, mentally. Yeah, it's
Mentally,
all
because
bad.
you
Yeah,
can
of course,
panic and
I-
But
yeah.
if you saw the video for the Turkish, he was having iPad, having people come with him down, play with him, chess, play with backgammon. He was having fun.
he was
yeah.
entertained.
Entertained, yeah. So he have this fun. And also the American, he have many maids, many maids coming play with him, but it's human, many maids. And also
That's
playing
lots of
games
fun,
and
definitely.
playing some stuff. But I don't have this.
Luxury. You were
Yeah.
all by yourself.
Yeah, I just go down, stay like this, waiting for
By
the
yourself.
hours.
Did you have a team? Did you have
I have a
as
team, yeah. I
supporting
have a
you?
team from Italy.
Providing you with food and
Yeah, yeah.
And
I have
boiled
team
eggs.
from Italy, from Germany, from Holland, and Egypt, of course. I just make this team from a lot of places to make them know that Egypt is safe. At the first dive, I tried this dive before at 25 of January 2015 also, but it was all the team was Egyptian. And I stayed for 18 hours on the water, then the water stopped working. And this is one of the evidence for the Guinness record to believe that this record is done already. So when the camera stopped working, so Walaa is not underwater for them.
Yes.
So the next time I get a big company with Captain Omar Raizuddin, he gets his cameras underwater. It's commercial diving equipment, and we start to make these cameras in places to preparing the site for staying in this place only because I have only 3 cameras. So, and I start to stay in front of the camera. It's, thank God, it's work all the time, no cutting, everything is okay. So I stayed for 51 hours, like I told you, and 24 minutes. And it's already, I held the record, and the Guinness record was with me in this time. The judge of the Guinness record was me,
Yes.
he was watching all the time, the monitor outside, and was with
I
me.
really need to understand, how did you sleep?
And now also, not just sleeping as well, Chief, how do you train? How many hours do you need to train to be able to have that resilience and to stay that long hours before your important dives?
Look,
now, how can you explain to us a little bit?
Yeah, I will
your
explain.
training, what is it about?
It's easiest, for me it's easy. Why? Because I was in the army before, in the Egyptian Naval Special Force for 14 years. And I get out of the army because I have back pain, make surgery in my backbone,
Issue, yeah.
disc space. So I retired, but I was in the SEAL team, frogmen and water. And I take a lot of teams in the army. It supported me to can stay underwater. But this kind of training, I was training to make I can hold my breath more than the more duration time. Yani I can stay for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, holding my breath. This give me the support to how to eat, for eating. Also mentally, meditation and this stuff. I already trained in the army to control myself, not always controlling myself.
Self-control, yeah.
Self-control. So I did this underwater, and also I have. Andrea, she was German. She yoga trainer, and she trained me more better to meditate, to make meditation underwater, to always think in other stuff, not pain. And of course, I have pain always in my back because from this surgery. But when I make this meditation, I think about to get out this pain from my body and think about something better. Yani
And that
it's
works?
like relaxing. What?
And that works, actually?
It's worked. Really, it's worked, yeah. It's worked with me so good underwater.
Do you have any experiences like, being underwater for that long time? Did you have any funny experiences, living with the fish and the sea world?
I told you from a while, all people think that sea is danger. Sea, there is fish can do something, and this is not right, because I was staying for 2 days underwater. There is fish come, fish is so dangerous, it's called lionfish. They come near of me, they eat with me, nothing happen, because it's like when you don't make problems for other people or other human things, you'll never find any problem for you.
So it's about how you deal with them.
Yeah, it's only
attack the
respect them, they will respect you.
Living in harmony, everything just beside each other.
Well, that's a philosophy also that we maybe we need to learn
very
from
Indian,
from
which
fish.
is everybody living in harmony, the animals and the fish and the human beings and everybody just living side by
We
side.
have problem in Egypt here that some divers go make a dive called feeding shark. This is so dangerous and so bad. You make the shark change his
Nature.
Yeah, nature from eating fish and this stuff, eat chicken and eat something not right. So this make the fish.
Oh, so you mean divers? They sometimes feed the sharks?
Yeah, that's happened. Yeah.
Okay, so they're changing the nature and
nature
getting
of
them
the-
used to other kinds
Yeah,
of food.
and this is so wrong, so wrong.
Okay.
Like I told you, respect them, they will respect you. When you start to change their nature, they will start to make attacks on you and make like we hear in 2011. So we always must respect the thing like it is. Never change this stuff because you don't know this word. You just know that this is fish and she eats fish. So don't prefer another stuff to eat.
Definitely. It's really amazing what you've been doing. Wish you all the best with the
Thank you
level
very
of competitiveness that you have and the aspirations to hold the Guinness record and go back to the longest dive once again. I'd like to thank you very much,
Thank you.
Walaa Hafez, for joining us. It has been a
You
great
are
pleasure.
welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
From that we move to,
So our next
as you know,
report.
yeah, the holy month of Ramadan. Usually there is a lot of
Lots of
series,
series and lots of
there is a lot
drama.
of new stars and old stars
Yeah.
and veterans. We'll be having the upcoming story all around this part of the series and the stars regarding within the holy month of Ramadan. Let's have it.